So, can somebody tell me what it's about?
What? The 130?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Can I just show you?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's
Let me put my glasses on. Oh, area of a circle. Oh, this is an easy one. I've actually already taught this to you guys.
The what? Oh, yeah, it's easy. 5 times radius.
area of circle here.
Yeah, so Katie's just coming on. Hold on a second.
5 times radius.
Where Eric is. Somehow, let's see. Again, it's not letting him in.
Obviously.
Eric said it's not letting him in. Hold on. He's typing. All right, hold on. Let me text him.
Volume of a cylinder.
Let's see what he says here. So let's see. Where am I? Where is I'm on my phone. I've never done it on my phone before, so I'm trying to find where everything is. More. Let's see. Meeting settings. Meeting. All right. Events. Let me see if I can invite him. If I can invite him, it might help. Oh, no. That's not going to work. We do it another way. Come on. All right, so let's see here. Hello, Katie.
Hi.
All right, so hold on. Let me see. All right, so Katie, you didn't hear. I think Juliana, you heard me, right? What I said was going on. Juliana, are you there? Oh, Juliana.
What?
You're there. Yeah, you didn't answer, so that's why I was wondering.
I was nodding.
Oh, yeah, but I can't see you because of my, I'm on my phone, and so it's not showing me everything. Let's see. Copy invite link, and let's see if I can get to Eric. While we're waiting for him, we'll go ahead and so for the lesson, so it's lesson 30, and let's see how I can get share content screen. Oh, there's no whiteboard on my thing. That stinks.
On your phone?
Yeah, I'm looking for it on my phone.
Mr. Jones, what did you say?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I think I know how. Go on more, I think, or share. I don't remember.
Share content in the
Share.
middle.
But all I have.
Share and then whiteboard is on the bottom.
Do you have it on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
It's not on mine for some reason.
Mr. Jones, you're supposed to press share screen, and then it says, yeah, whiteboard.
Then it gives you. No,
If you don't have share content, then just press share screen.
I have share content,
Oh, okay.
but it doesn't have whiteboard on there anywhere.
Sure, we just share a whiteboard so you can draw on it?
That'd be fine. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So the idea of a circle. Can I can't draw on it for some reason.
Do you have does it tell you where you can view options
Let me see.
on the top?
Why does it keep?
All right. So view options, you said?
And then annotate?
Annotate?
Yeah, and annotate.
Let's see. No, it's not giving me that either.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. It might be just because of my phone, but you think with my phone. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I have it here. Hold on. Oh, I've got it now, I think. Okay, there we go. All right. So I found I had to turn my pen on, I guess. All right. So you have a circle.
Yeah.
Radius is whatever it is. I know my circle looks horrible. All right, but let's say the radius is 4 inches. Okay. So then you go, the area of a circle is equal to pi. Oops, who turned me off? Oh, no, okay. Pi, I gotta turn my pen back on, hold on. All right, so pi, oh, there's my eraser. I can erase some of this stuff, like that stuff right there. All right, so let's go back to the pen. Pi, it keeps, I think I'm touching the top of my screen. Okay, so pi r squared. So the r is the radius, of course. And so since the radius is 4 inches, it would be pi times 4 squared, which is 4 times 4. So pi times 16. So then you would take your 3.14 and multiply by 16. And then that would give you your area of the circle itself. So remember how when you multiply inches times inches, it's going to end up being inches squared. Anytime you have area, it's always going to be inches squared. So that's going to be the result for it. So let's see here. Go back. So if on this particular page, if you, on this particular circle, so when you multiply that out, that's going to come out to, I think something like, let's see, 48, 50.24 or something like that. Does anybody have a calculator they can do it with, or quickly?
What do you do?
What's that?
3.14 times 16.
Yeah.
I can't find my calculator. Oh, found it.
Do it.
3.14 times.
It's 50.24.
It is. Okay, I had it right. Okay, so 50.24. And so that would be inches squared. So that basically is what covers that whole area of that circle right there. So you remember how I know why I taught you this, because we were doing the estimating before, remember? To estimate, and I just taught you how to do it, the area of it at that time. So it worked out fine. So you guys ready for one then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see if I can erase all this stuff here that I have.
Can we draw on the screen?
Yeah, let me give you the thing first. I'll just tell you what it is. It's going to be a circle with an area of 2 centimeters. I mean, not an area, a radius of 2 centimeters.
You need to find the area?
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be my circle. Mr. Jones?
Yeah, I see your numbers right. What's your label?
Under it.
It was in centimeters, actually,
Oh.
but not just inches either.
How's that?
It's area, so it should have a square. Yeah. And whoever, 12.56s are fine also.
Huh?
Yeah, the other 12.56s that people wrote are fine. It's just centimeters squared, remember, for that part.
Uh-huh.
Who's writing right now? Is that Katie? Okay. Oh, good, Katie. I'm glad you wrote it that way. that is the incorrect way to write it, and I'll tell you why. 12.56, when you put the square first, even though we say square centimeters, we actually mean centimeters to the second power. And the reason you don't put square first is because what you're saying is 12.56 should be squared, which means 12.56 times 12.56. So make sure that when you do that in an answer, you put the 12.56, then the cm or whatever the label is, and then the squared on the cm part.
I can't.
Does that make sense? So what I was talking about? Okay, so that's the and that you know, no matter what it is, the reason we're doing that is because we multiplied 3.14.
Oh, yeah, I just forgot that.
No,
you're
that's
supposed
fine.
to
I
do
just
that.
want to make sure because that's a common thing, because the way they teach it in the book is to put SQUARE or SQ first, and so when you put that square there, okay. All right, so let's go back then. Whoever gave me that board, thank you. And I think that because I had taught that lesson before, it probably wasn't too difficult to remember what it is for this one. So, then my next question is this. All right, for language, I was going to do 2 lessons today, and since you guys have a math test tomorrow, not do a class tomorrow. So, what is your next page in language?
231.
And what is it? What's being taught on it?
Diagramming adverbs.
Ah, okay.
You're holding that.
Yeah, in the diagramming adverbs, basically, it's going to be similar what we've had before, where you have your, whoops, I keep doing that. I keep touching the top of my screen to bring it accidentally. All right. Oh, I'm now going to get my pen again. Okay. So you split your diagram like this, with the subject is here, the verb here, and then if you have a direct object, indirect object, whatever it is, let me think. It depends on what it's modifying. So if it's modifying the verb, it comes directly off the verb. Okay. Adverb will not modify a subject because a subject is a noun, and so it doesn't modify nouns. But let's say that off the subject we had a, for instance, let's say the subject was man, the very large man. Large would modify subject, so that would go here, large. And then you would have a little thing on there, and I think they have an example of it there in your book, don't they? Where they have one that's coming right off. Okay, so it says, let me see if I can let Eric in here. He says it's telling him that he can let him in. Okay, there we go. All right, so he should be joining us now. All right, there we go. All right, so sorry about that, Eric. I don't know what happened. I'm in my car because I had to go to an appointment to take care of something. And so that's why I was curious as to what was going on. I mean, that's why I was not able to help you as easily, because I'm not here not at the classroom. So we're on language right now, Eric. You're there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're talking about is diagramming adverbs. And so adverbs work similar to adjectives. And right, I talked about, like, if this one where that's connected to the verb here, that one is supposed to come right off of whatever it's modifying. It's modifying a verb, it's going to come right off the verb like that. Okay. Now, let's say you have 2 adverbs modifying the verb. I'm trying to think if that would even happen. It could happen. You would have a line for each adverb, basically. Let me get rid of those. Those are okay. So your first adverb. Oops, I still have a thing there. All right. So you would have your first adverb, and then in order they would go from left to right like that if there was more than one. But if you had, for instance, Eric and everybody else, like I said, for the subject, let's say the subject was man, and I'll just put that in there since it's a short one. And I was going to say very large man. Well, large would modify man. That would tell us what kind of a man or which kind. So that would be a large one. That's what that L there is for. And so that would be modifying man. But the adverb very would come off of that like that. It would be like sideways and then coming off in order to tell you. And so you would put the word very in that blank right there. Okay. Does that make sense? They show that on the first page there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not too difficult to do. What is the other type they have you do? I'm trying to think. The one that modifies an adjective. Oh, one that modifies another adverb, I think. So
Yeah.
what example do they give for that? What sentence do they give?
For which one? Adverb.
Modifying another adverb, yeah.
Swimmers train very hard.
Swimmers train very hard. Okay. All right. So, and it's going to be a similar type thing. Swimmers train. How do they train? They train hard. And so you'd have your subject and your verb again. And so train is your verb here. So that would go there, the word train. And then you'd have hard. How do they train? They train hard. And so just like on the other one, it would come off of that like that. Very hard. Same way. Okay. Now, I don't know, maybe somebody can show me a picture of what your page has on it as far as for work.
Oh, I'm sharing my whiteboard.
No, not on my whiteboard. I need the picture of the actual book. So,
Like that?
yeah, let me see.
I can't. I'm sharing the whiteboard.
Trying to get it so I can just see one person. Where is it? Okay. No, that's not it. Oh, it won't let me do it because it says I'm driving. I'm not driving. Driving me crazy. That's what it's doing. All right. So you've got 2 parts there. And what is the lesson number at the bottom there, Brianna?
Lesson 149.
And then what's on the next page?
Prepositional phrases as adverbs.
Okay. So, and is that lesson 149 on the bottom also, or no?
150.
Okay. So, and how many pages is 150?
2. Like this side and this side.
Oh, just those 2? Okay. So I'll tell you what, we will just go ahead and do that 1 page for today. Then on Friday, we still won't have class tomorrow because you guys have the math test. And that way you'll be able to get everything. So this time it basically we do Friday. Then Friday we'll go over a little bit more of the and try to catch up a little bit from this since you guys don't have a class tomorrow, okay? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have to diagram everything?
How many questions are there?
On Think A, there's 10, and on Think B, there's 10 too.
Okay, so do this. And do they ask you to do anything else besides diagramming? Or also
No.
On the go back, it says read each modifier with the word that it is just above it on the diagram. Do the words sound right together?
Yeah, that's just to have you check, see if they actually modify the ones that just modify. Yes, then do the evens only, but I want you to add in the subjects, verbs, and also your adjectives and your adverbs. Tell me what they're modifying, but only do the evens. So that way you still only have 10 total in both sections, but add that part to it. So that'll help you with your diagram too anyway. And then we can do that on Friday, okay?
Okay.
Any other questions?
Wait, Mr. Jones,
Go ahead, Eric.
I might not be here Friday
Why not?
because we're leaving.
Leaving? What do you mean leaving?
We're going places.
Well, you'll just have to show me after. I still haven't gotten a picture from the stuff yesterday, Eric, that
I
you
know.
because you haven't done it yet, right?
Mhm.
Well, I sent a message to your mom, so I'm not sure if she's talked to you yet or not. But Andre, what about you? You were supposed to send a picture as well.
Yeah.
Katie, you have a question?
Right after class.
I actually might not be here for Friday, but I'm not sure yet because we're supposed to go camping, and I don't think we're gonna leave that early, so I think I'll be here for class, but like just in case, like if I'm not there, then I'm camping.
Well, how about this then? Would you guys rather go ahead and have class tomorrow and not have it Friday? Even though
I'll
you
have
do,
it Friday.
I would just teach it teach lesson 131, it still wouldn't be done until, it still wouldn't due to be done until Friday, 131, but then you can just, then you don't have to worry about class on Friday at all.
Yeah.
So what about you, Brianna?
Cause I might not be here on Friday too.
Okay, what about you, Juliana? That work?
I'm gonna be here.
Do you mind if we did it that way, where we just had class tomorrow, not have Friday instead?
Yeah, sure.
For work? Okay. Andre doesn't like the idea, but I think you're outvoted, Andre.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We'll try to make it fast tomorrow, though. In fact, we can cut some time down right now if you want. So your only assignment is still that same one for language, only the evens only, and we'll check that tomorrow. What's lesson 131?
What? For math?
The circle, the area, the volume of a cylinder.
Ooh, an easy one.
I know.
Here, I'll show you real quick. Then we don't have to go over that math lesson tomorrow. This is the math lesson that's supposed to be assigned to you Friday. So, but this is how it works. Okay. So a cylinder is basically a circle on the bottom. Then you have lines on the side, and then a circle on the top. My can is
Lesson 131.
130. Oh, somebody told me something wrong. So what is the lesson for Friday?
Oh, wait, I looked at 132. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Probability of a series of events.
Oh, that one's easy too. All right, so let's say, basically, you know how to do probability. For instance, if you were flipping a penny, what's the probability that you would get a heads?
50%.
No, not
Half.
probability. Probabilities in fraction.
Oh,
Half.
half.
Yeah, so because it's one heads out of two sides, right? What about getting heads twice in a row?
2 out of 4.
No, it's not. You multiply them. So however many times you're doing it, so let's say you're flipping a coin 2 times, to get heads 2 times in a row, the chance is 1 out of 4 that happens, because you multiply them together. For each time you do it, you multiply it together. In one of their examples, do they have something about marble in there?
About what?
Marble?
Yeah.
Okay, so read the one about marbles to me.
There were 2 red marbles, 3 white marbles, and 4 blue marbles in a bag. 1 marble will be drawn from the bag and held. Then a second marble would be drawn from the bag. What is the probability of that both marbles drawn from the bag will be white?
Okay, so you would see what they did first. So you have, how many marbles are in there? You can see the numbers there I have.
9.
Yeah, there are 9 marbles, okay? So it says, what's the chance of pulling a white one the first time?
3 out of 9.
Yeah.
1/3.
No, you're right, 3 out of 9, okay, or 1/3, yeah, but we'll just leave it 3 out of 9 for right now. Now, it says it was held. That means they didn't put it back in the bag. So now the second time, how many white ones are there?
2.
And out of how many total?
2 out of 9. No.
What? Yeah, 2 out of total of 8, so that reduces to 1/4. So your chance of pulling 2 white ones out in order like that would be 1 times 1 on top, and then 3 times 4 on the bottom. So there's your chance of doing that. And so you're just following each time you play it, or each time you do the thing, it's asking you what the chances are. Now, do they have a set of dice in there as well? Like a picture of all these dice? The numbers, the combinations of the numbers of them?
No.
Okay, so that must be in a future lesson then. All right, so in this particular one then, as far as what we're talking about, did everybody follow that? Did anybody have any questions about how that works? Everybody's good on that?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so no question. Let's give you one example then. I'll just do one for that one, and then we'll be done for today. I'll erase all this. Whoever's let me use their board, thank you.
Okay.
All right, so let's say you had we'll do the same thing. 2 red, 3 white, and 4 blue. Maybe it was exactly the opposite, but that's fine. So let's say you have this. What is the probability that you would pull out a blue one, then hold it, and then pull out a red one? A blue one, hold it, and a red one. There is no school on Monday, don't forget, guys.
Why?
Because it's a holiday.
Oh my goodness.
So
So we
there's
have-
no Zoom class on Monday?
There's no class Monday. You'll see it on your next thing. You won't. No envelopes will be picked up until Tuesday next week.
Okay.
And also, there will not be spelling anymore after this week. We're not going to do the last review list. Bless you.
Thank you.
Mr. Jones,
Oh, that sounded kind of juicy. All right, Eric, what you got?
at the top, the blue.
Oh, let me go back over there. I didn't see that. Okay. Nope, that would not be right.
Then it's
First a blue and then a red.
oh.
Holding the blue one out afterward. Or, yeah. Who's on the bottom in the red there?
Me.
What does it say?
It's just a B.
Oh, I can't even see it because it's down on the bottom of my screen. Let me turn my. Oh, I can see it now. Okay, I got it. I just had to turn my phone.
First blue and then red.
First blue and then a red. Yeah, and then holding the blue one out after you pull it out the first time. So why did you write 3 nights to begin with, Brianna?
Because of the blue.
Yep. How many are in there to begin with?
4.
Yeah, so you have to. The first time you pull is they're all in there. So
Oh.
there's 4 blue out of 9 altogether.
Mr. Jones.
Incorrect, Andre.
Mm,
So it's 4 nines.
Correct. The first one, yeah.
okay.
Oi.
So the first one would be
Nothing.
1 times and 2. There are 2 red, and there are 8 marbles altogether. So it'd be.
No, it's 8. It's 1/4.
Не дай Бог, включати.
Mr. Jones,
Yeah, it's wrong, Eric.
Кому туалет пересуває? А ти що, включите? Та то баба. Окей.
All right, so you see what I have there? The first one, there were 4 blue, 9 total marbles, so I have 4 ninths there. The second time there were 2 red and there were only 8 marbles left. So 2 out of 8, which reduces to 1/4. And then I cross out my 4 on the top and the bottom. And that leaves me with 1/9.
I was gonna say 1/9 afterwards, but then I was like, no, that's all right.
Yeah. So you'll see some problems like that. You just have to do it each time individually and then multiply them. And then once you do that, you should be able to get your answer fairly easily. And so, does anybody ask questions if you need to, guys? I mean, it's not like we haven't used a lot of time. So anybody has any questions, just go ahead and ask. I'll be glad to answer it on that one. That one will be for Friday. And then, of course, tomorrow when we do the lesson, if you need to ask me again tomorrow, you can, if you decide to work ahead for Fridays. So are we all good? Brianna, looks
Yeah.
like I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready for a long weekend. All right. Then I'll go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you guys for letting me do it this way. I wasn't able to get back to my classroom in time. I didn't want to try
Yeah.
to teach while I was driving down the road with you. All right. Then I'll say goodbye. I'll end it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon at that language. And then you guys can have a 4-day weekend.
Bye.
All right. Bye.